All right, all right, all right. What's going on, everyone? How are you? We are here on a new episode of the Juan Solo Show with your host, me, Juan D. Klauser. And this episode, 152 of this great thing, of this ever-growing incubus. Would that be the best word? A succubus is a female. One of the a female demon that comes and fucks men to get pregnant, and then then an incubus is a male demon that goes and fucks women. It's weird, and that's a band's name, and people love that band, but I doubt many people know what incubus really means. Well, now you do, and there's some Jesus people that are gonna be like, "Oh my God!" So. You're welcome. So if you noticed, I kind of have a new background. I'm trying here, guys. So this is week 3 of building this office. This is technically my office in my new film place. I was gonna say safari, but that doesn't make any sense. Fortress. That's probably the better term for it. And so this is my office, this is the hub. This is where all the ideas that all the awful ideas I have I come up with, and I am just like, oh God, that's dumb. But we're here. I have a new background. I've realized that I thought maybe using a black drape would work. It doesn't. You can still see there is a black. You can see where the black drape ends and the wall is. So I need to make that. The thing is, I just need to make a backdrop. That's the thing. I just need to make a wooden backdrop and use that. I thought maybe that jersey might help. It didn't. Or if I just put something else in that right here in that area, then that would help. But this is part of the process, guys. Don't you guys love it? Every week, it's like coming into a new arena. You come in, you're like, oh, I wonder what he's going to do. Is he going to take things apart? Is he going to add things? Is he going to do other things? Is he not going to do things? What is he going to do? And then what you see a light here. It's in the shot. How's that? Not in the shot now, right? Okay. Look at that. Way better. This is what filmmaking is. This is the beautiful thing about this thing. Just having fun and lighting a room. There's lights that go all the way around. You guys you guys can't even see them. To you, there's no point. To me, there's a point to it, but it adds and it helps with lighting the room, but you guys don't see it, or it's not a thing that I don't know what the hell I'm talking about. What's up? How are you? So hope you're doing well. I hope you're doing swell. It's Monday evening at January 23rd at 7:10 p.m. And I'm just doing a podcast. I had I wouldn't say a busy day. This is basically the only thing I had to do. I just kind of basically just cleaned and set things up and horribly lit this whole thing, this room. Because what I really need to do, I have this riser. It's like a black riser, so it goes like this. It's basically think of a soccer goal, and you can put lights all across the top part. And then you can adjust the sides of the goalposts or the goalposts. You can adjust those up and down and make it taller or shorter. So think of something like that. And I have one of those, and it needs to sit in front of me because I have let's say 2 lights, technically 3, but that light is basically just bouncing off the ceiling and coming back down. It's basically just a work light. It's not lighting the set at all. It's not causing any of this to be lit. And so if I use that, it will just completely blow out this whole room. And then to you, I'll adjust the camera and I'll edit it and I'll like color correct it, and like to you it's just be like like a normal room, and it'll look like maybe this. Okay, maybe if I sat like this. How about this? What if I sat like this, and then like you kind of see like this thing, and I kind of get rid of that whole. See, like this is part of the frame. You just got to play with it. Isn't this fun? Is this fun for you guys seeing this? It's almost like you're seeing like the workshop of a filmmaker, because this is part of the process of it. Like I'll see this, I'll watch the video, I'll look at it, and I'm like, where can I light? Where can I put a light here? I can put a light there. And it's like, because like the problem is, it's not that I don't have enough lights. That's not the problem. The problem is just like I don't want to drag all of them out to just then put almost like what if I, because I was like, well, what if I pull them all out, I light it, come to find out I only need like 4 lights, and then I have all these, I have like 40 other lights out. Not really, I'm being hyperbolic. Is that the right term for it? And so that's just the thing. You're listening to the rambles of a man right now. High noon. That's what I'm drinking. Normally I drink a beer. I thought I would try a high noon. I still have to eat dinner. I thought a beer would be gross to drink on an empty stomach, kind of, and I figured vodka and a soda would be much better. But the bubbles, that's really honestly the fact. It was just the fact that I'm like, oh, if I drink something like with bubbly, and I could probably just drink one, and plus like the carbonation, because doesn't carbonation get you more intoxicated faster? Oh, here we are. Here's the time to fit the Google. Does carbonated water hydrate you? 100% what? At 100% water, seltzer and sparkling water are just hydrating as plain flat water. They do some in flavored and unflavored varieties, but that doesn't have any effect on how much hydration they are. Just keep an eye out on the brand which adds sugar. Avoid those whenever possible. So yeah, carbonated water. I don't understand those people that are like, well, carbonated water isn't like it's. You're just basically just drinking like flat water, because this thing about if you just let it lay out, it would just turn to flat, just basically distilled, almost not like just. It would just be flat water. You just go back to water. That's the funniest thing. Like, unlike soda, which once goes flat, is horrific. It doesn't taste good. But once carbonated water loses carbonation, it just goes to water. Does carbonated water get you drunk faster? Does carbonated affect alcohol? Carbonation affects alcohol by temporarily moving the alcohol into your bloodstream faster than normal. That rate of alcohol evaporates absorption means that you might feel the effects of bubbly alcohol beverages faster compared to flat drinks. So yeah, that's what I thought. So I was like, right, that, and then if you sit in a hot tub. So one of the coolest things. So I've sauna. This is what 2023. I started like hardcore sauna-ing in 2009, and the reason why I started it was because I was dating this girl. She was from Norway. This beautiful model. This half black, half Norwegian goddess. And she was like, you want to go do the sauna? I'm like, just what, that hot room? She's like, yeah, let's do it. I'm like, okay. So we did it. And then she pulls out beers. And like, she said, yeah, in Norway, like that's the normal thing. Everyone sits in a sauna and we just drink beers. And I'm like, what the hell? This is cool shit. So I don't do that now, but that's like one of the funnest things in the world is sitting in a sauna and drinking a beer. You do, because it's just because your heart beats faster. So you're drinking the alcohol that gets in your blood, gets you drunk pretty fucking fast. So, oh God. And then plus, like, you are drinking a lot because you're thirsty, of course, because you're sweating and you're hot, and like your body is basically excreting all of its water to try to keep your body cool. Thanks, John, because none of us knew why you sweat. Thank you. I'm like, you're welcome. You are welcome. You are welcome. So this week I thought I'd be, well, what is it? Well, we're about like 10 minutes in. So I think this would be a good time to do the video of the week, wouldn't it? So, all right. So this is like the video of the, this is like the video of the week, y'all. I had to do a screenshot of something.
Spider-Man, you. Oh! Bro.
That was like the rush.
Welcome to the John Show with your host, John Doogie Clouser.
All right. So I know I've shown this video before. And that's the thing. Like, for the first 100, like, what I originally wanted to do with this show was the reason why I told you before. The reason why I did the plug before was to do the framing. But since where I'm sitting now and how I have this whole thing set up, I don't need to do that anymore. Because I can frame it all and do the thing. I take my pictures, do all that framing, and that's it. And we're done. There's no need to have to do two different filmings to make sure that all that stuff works. And I always did these little videos because I honestly really didn't know how to fall into these podcasts. Because I'm like, should I just fade into me just doing a podcast? I'm like, should I fade in doing a music the intro? And then I was like, you know what? Like, let's just I'm like, I'll just put a video, don't even explain it, then do the intro music and come on, and then you'll just that will be your thing. And so originally what I wanted to do was, have a soundboard, because I have the ability to do all that, have a soundboard, and I wanted to play videos. And instead of I just wanted to go into the podcast, and then midway through the podcast, that's when I do the intro music. I'm like, I don't give a shit. Whenever I do it, it happens when it happens. But the intro music will come in eventually someplace in the show. Because who gives a fuck? It's a fucking podcast. It's like, dude, no one fucking listens to this, and two, it's just practice. Just practice. Just try to get better, John. That's what I tell myself. And but yeah, that's a crazy video. So this is when I originally saw this, I'm like, oh my god! You see the guy fall, and he lands, and he clearly knocked himself out, right? He clearly knocked himself out, and then he just gets up. Next frame that gets up, and it just explains. And that's what I love about these videos is the fact that there's no context to it, none at all. 10, 15 seconds, and it's like, what the fuck? That's the one good thing I like about TikTok is that you get the craziness of this shit. But the thing is with TikTok is it tracks you and it spies on you because it's China, and it's not China, John. It is a lot of, it's Chinese. It's a Chinese thing, because if we were to see the Chinese version of TikTok, all it is a lot of boasting about science achievements, math achievements, awards, those kind of things. It's none of this this bullshit that we do here in the States and all over the rest of the world, by these dances and all this stuff. Because do you understand that the Chinese people, they look at us and they're like, look at these dumb fucking morons. Look at them. They're just dancing away on this thing. And then on the back end, this whole program is just copying and pasting all the dick pics, all the fucking pictures of you with a dick in your mouth, all of the fucking, just the weird things that you just Google, I need to get fucking pans to cook that thing. And then they're like, okay, now you want this, you want that. And then you wonder why you go. And I'm going to talk about sausages. And guess what? Tomorrow, I'm going to open up my phone, and guess what's going to be there? It's going to be things about how I can eat sausages. I can get them here. Why don't you go to Butcher Box? They have fucking things. How about you get some salmon as well? And then see, I just said salmon. I guarantee you, everything is listening to us. It's crazy. And then a lot of people are like, hey, well, who gives a shit? I'm like, that's not the point. If you're not doing anything wrong, who gives a shit? I'm like, and I get that, because there's some people that backup quarterback for Florida. Oh my God, this week's so crazy with Florida football because, a couple weeks ago, their backup quarterback got caught, I guess, watching, or he had child porn on his laptop or some shit. I don't know. Or that's so fucking gross. Just why? Like, and like it, and like there's no excuse to it, but you're almost at this point, like, dude, like you're almost like, dude, you almost wish your thing was different. So then why don't you just pay for it? Because like there's a lot of women out there that would, like, if you gave them, $500, they would fucking suck your dick, dude. And then you'd be done. It'd be done and over with, and then you could just move on with your life. And then they could, pay the rent or whatever they do with that money. But because you're almost like, oh man, I almost wish that guy was just paying girls to fuck him. But no, he was looking at little kids. It's gross, fucking weird, and it's fucking gross. It's horrific. It's just horrific. Anyway, so moving on, and but yeah, so like they were able to track his stuff, and then that was good. Like that stuff's good, but it's not. Like, it's like, why do you want to know? Like, why do you want to know all this stuff on the searches? And it's like, so they can sell it. And I know why. It's so they can sell it. But you're just giving it to them. It's like so easy for them to have once you just get TikTok, right? Because you just agree to all of it. Because none of us read that shit. None of us read those agreements. None of us. So what I do is I go to pages on Instagram that dedicated to like taking TikTok videos, and then I go and I search and I find weird shit. I do a lot of searching. You do subject plus meme Google, and then you just like search and you look, and then like it's technically it's really not that hard to make a fucking meme, so you can do it yourself now. You used to have apps, but now in iPhones and smartphones you can just put text underneath picture, and then you just made a meme. It's not hard. It's not that fucking difficult. That was my first F word. Yeah, so this week I wanted to do something a little different. I had some really weird. Oh, little thing. I don't know why. I get it. I understand. I get it. And even now, look at me. I look like I just got done playing golf. But I understand why people like golf so much. I still don't understand why you're freaking the fuck out because you shot, 6 over par. It's like, dude, you're not good. Like you're an accountant. You're not going to be good at the sport. Like this sport's and the thing is like the fact that I called it a sport was such a disrespect to other things that are a sport, because this is not a sport. This is just one level above darts. Golf is just one level above darts. You just do it outside, and you have to wear pants, and you can't wear your hat inside a clubhouse, which is some of the weirdest shit in the world. It's just old white people, white guys, old white rich white guys. I'm not gonna blame women on this one too, because the white women don't deserve to be any sort. They're like, we're not even allowed in it. We weren't allowed in it until like about 2000 and what was it? I think it was like 2018. And then was it like 1998 or something like that was when black people could play golf at, oh God, I got to look this up. And maybe I shouldn't get into golf. Was it the Masters? Masters, black people couldn't play? When were black people allowed to play in the Masters? 1975. The Masters first played in 1934. Didn't extend any invitation to black competitors until 1975. The club didn't admit its first black member until 1990. Holy shit. And didn't offer membership to women until 2012. So this is the Masters, everyone. The Masters. But hey, all that shit is really, really misogynistic and racist, but the video game is fun as shit. I don't care who you are. Smoke a joint, drink a beer, and play PGA on Xbox. You will have some fun. It is great. It is right up there with the Wii Bowling. It is right up there with Wii Bowling because there's no way of mastering this shit. You can't. You can almost master Wii Bowling, almost, and then you'll get a turkey. And then next thing you know, you'll fucking miss one. You'll miss one of the corner pins. It happens every time. I swear to God, it's rigged, just like TikTok. Anyway, so that was the Masters. Yeah, that was crazy. I thought it was the Masters. I was like, God. I'm like, was it the Masters? I'm pretty sure it was one of the really high up ones. And it's like, well, and it almost makes you now. I'm like, okay, well, I'm glad I really got MLB. So I don't play any real video games. I only play sports games. And what I do is I'll create a player and I will just put them at the lowest thing as possible. Just put them at like 59%. And I'll just work my way up to get to 99%. And it's basically like working out on a video game. There's nothing else to it. It's just you hit a ball, you'll kick a ball, you'll throw a ball, you'll catch a ball. And that's what I'll do. I don't do any of the shooting games. I don't know very much about is World of Warcraft. See, I don't know. What is it? Call of Duty. That's what it is. I don't know very much about the whole Call of Duty stuff. And when I say very little, I mean I literally know none. Literally. And that's the correct way of using it, because I literally don't know anything about it. Like literally, not figuratively. Like I literally don't know. So yeah, that's the thing. The PGA, it's a fun game. Oh my God, putting, trying to learn how to putt, and the thing is, like, you don't even have to play. You can just go and practice, and you can just practice on your putting, and you can practice on your swinging, and they really recommend you doing that kind of stuff. But because of all this, I'm like, dude, I keep catching myself now, and I'm like practicing doing a swing because I'm getting my body is falling apart. And I officially have just been like, you know what? I don't give a fuck that this shit's racist. That shit's racist. The game of itself is not racist. And I can have fun with that. And I can get a driving net and I can just practice, practice driving, and I can practice doing putting. And I'm just like, you know what? It's going to be an expensive hobby. But you know what? It's worth it. And the thing is, like, I know myself at this point that, like, once I start something like that and I spend like $300 on a goddamn driver, then it's going to be, that'll be it. Then I'll have to start doing it all the time. And I'll just be practicing. And that's the thing. A lot of people enjoy stuff. But I'm a psycho with things. I start things and I just continuously do them over and over and over, much like this podcast. It'll just be like this podcast, but with a fucking golf club in my hand. I'll just be swing. But today, I got, and I also refuse to ever get the newest year of the video game, because one, a lot of these, like 2021 is in 4K, so like the graphics are gonna be good. They just won't be as super good. It'd be like Avatar 1 versus Avatar, the newest one. It's like, oh, damn, that sucks. Still pretty good, though. And I'll just play. I'll create a player. And then I got MLB today because I'm just absolutely fascinated with sports games. I don't know. That's what I like. It's fun because my body's old, and I would love to be able to go to a batting cage, but I know if I do that, one, I'm going to get addicted to it. And then two, like, I just can't do it all the time. And so if I want to spend my, I shouldn't call it wasting, but I want to spend my time doing something, it should be a little bit more productive, something that could be not of like making money, but like a little bit better. And I think golf would be the thing. And I looked up golf membership. Holy shit. $35 to $55 in Kansas City. And I'm like, what in the fuck do you guys need? I basically am buying a new car every year. It's crazy. It's like, nah, I'm good. I'm just going to go play golf at places. I don't need to get a membership here. But I worked at a golf course. I worked for a golf course. I worked in a kitchen. And I had wonderful benefits. And now I understand how I could get those wonderful benefits. And the pay was shit. But you got a free membership, and I never picked up a golf club once during those 2 years of me working on a golf course. You would think that would have been the time where I would have became a Tiger. If there was a moment when I was going to become like Tiger Woods, and that's the reason why I know I'm never going to be good at this sport, and that's the reason why I know I'm never going to be good at it, because of this reason. Because I had 2 years of working on a golf course, and I never once picked up a golf club. Not once. I was always like, that shit's stupid as hell. I'm going to go smoke pot in the back. Peace! And then I would just go do that instead. And that's what I did. And I did minimal work at this golf course because I was just getting high the entire time and getting paid to do that. I can say all this because it's been so long ago. But that's what I did, buddy. Yes, sir. So, but what else do we have to talk about? Oh, I really wanted to, what was the thing I wanted to do? The largest pizza party. Open link. Let's look at this shit. I don't have very much time left, and I just made the biggest burp. So the world's largest pizza party record got broken in Oklahoma this past week. At Oklahoma University, a pizza chain teamed up to break the Guinness World Record for the largest pizza party. Mike, owner of the pizza chain, said it took about 8 months to organize Saturday's Guinness Book of World Records attempt at the University of Tulsa. Go Tulsa! What, the Golden Waves or the Amber Waves of Grain? Is that your guys' mascot? Anyway, so the restaurant cooked 1,000 pizzas to serve to fans prior to the university's basketball game against the Green Waves. Tulane. What, Tulane? Tulane, right? Yeah, Tulane. God damn it, John, you fucking moron. You went to university. Tulane's Green Waves at the Royal Center Park said the organization ruled required each participant to eat 2 slices of pizza and drink a small bottle of water during the 15-minute time limit. He said anyone with unfinished slices at the end of the time cannot be counted. Okay. Guinness Book of World Records successfully. The record was successfully broken with 3,357 people finishing their pizza and water. The record attempt raised $40,000 for charity group Make-A-Wish of Oklahoma. Huh, that's actually pretty interesting. If I wouldn't have stumbled through the whole goddamn fucking thing, but it is what it is. This podcast is almost over, so I got about 22 seconds left. Anyway, guys. We're here. We're done. I guess I'll see you guys next week. We're going to fade out in about 10, 8. I know it's 9, 8, 7, 6, then 4, 3. Have a good week. Wash your hands, and I'll see you guys on the next episode. Bye. Bye. The back will be better. Be let better. Bye.